Alrighty, so we're getting ready for the 2025 season and 2026 season coming up. How's it going, y'all? Here, I'm Andrew Hernandez with Prime Sports, and we're going to be talking about what the preseason previews coming up on the channel are going to look like. So I'm going to break down what the preseason previews are going to look like. So what we're going to do is, we'll talk about the team as a whole from last season and what kind of expectations they're going to have going into the upcoming seasons. So, like the fall ones, I know I'll probably talk about most of the fall ones, and then some of the basketball ones as they go into their summer and all of that as well. So for football and all sports, and for all sports, I should say, I know right now where I'm at, most of the schools around me, I believe, are getting out. I know this week they probably have a busy schedule because, for one, I know track and field for girls track, they're having sectionals this week, and we'll see who's going to go down to state. And I know next weekend will be their state meet down in Eastern Illinois, down in Charleston. And then next week is the boys track and field sectional. This week is their conference meets are happening, and then next week will be the sectionals, and then in 2 weeks will be the state meet, and then I believe coming up will be Class 1A and 2A, both baseball and softball postseason play starts, and then the week after that will be the 3A and 4A postseason play will start as well. So a lot of that is coming up, and then it'll be summertime, which is mostly like basically our dead season, where there's no high school sports happening, but we'll still talk about some of the teams, even though they'll have strength and lifting conditioning going on as well throughout the day, in the morning, afternoons, and then you're gonna have the contact days happening in the afternoon, and summer practices and all that, and then they'll have like summer leagues for basketball and volleyball. I don't know what they do for boys soccer as they do their summer stuff. I know football, they'll do 7-on-7. Most kids overall will go to college camps throughout the summer, and then college showcases. I already know that's happened. I think one happened already, I believe, not that long ago up in Chicago that I believe Edgy Tim was at, up in College of DuPage, up near Chicago and all that. And then, I believe that's the only one I know that's happened. I know there's going to be some happening a lot over the summer, and then most athletes overall for most sports may have, college visits and all that. And you're going to be hearing some kids, announce their commitments to different colleges from, the junior college levels, the D3 levels, the D2 and D1 levels of any college athletics and all that. So that's all coming up. So what we'll do, for most of it, we'll say, some of the returning players that might return, and some of the new names that we're probably going to hear going into the season as well. So some of those names that we'll probably mention, but we don't know who's going to be on the active roster by the time, let's say, if it's a fall sport, I would say, by the time August comes around, who's coming back, what names that we're going to hear that are going to be new, and some names that that we probably won't hear. So that's one I'm going to say. And then team schedule. So the team schedule, we'll probably break it down to see what kind of opponents that they have coming up for the upcoming season, and then also we'll probably break down the conference, the whole conference. So basically, like all 6, all 8, all 10, or all 12, 14 depending on if they both have divisions, and most conference I know will have 8 teams, 6 teams, 10 teams, or maybe have 12, including 6 per division, unless they have 14, unless they have 7 per division. Like that's all going to be down the road throughout June, July, and all of that, kind of right before August. So make sure if you do follow it. So most of the high school sports that I do follow a lot is from the land of Lincoln, the state of Illinois. Some of you guys that do watch this channel, probably some of you guys may follow what's coming up, who's coming up, or maybe want to follow high school sports in the state of Illinois as well, because I do follow that as well, and I have quite a love for it as well. And then sometimes maybe I may not have time to upload, because I'm also a basketball coach as well, and we'll see what's going on, and make sure to tune in. Peace.